Yeah, I'm finna do a reaction on this Shawn Cotton being blamed for MO3's situation. So let's get straight to the video.
You see documentaries say like say Cheese or Sean Cotton had something to do with like Mo3 passing. It really started with Roy Lee, like the comedian.
Yeah.
Like once Roy Lee got jumped at a club one night. This time I'm living in LA. And No Jumper was just now starting off. Shout out to my homie MT Michael Taylor. He told me about you, white homie.
Really?
But you were just now popping off, and I was living in LA at the time.
Why'd you decide to move there?
I was just stay with MT. He would live in South Central and shit. And we, like I told you, I was stick and move.
Yeah,
I was dealing with a girl out there doing like Soulja Boy interviews and Rich the Kid, Famous Dex. Like that was that era.
Okay.
For anybody that don't know this dude that's getting interviewed, Shawn Cotton, is the dude that owns Say Cheese TV. It's basically like a blog where he posts pretty much like anything that's popular going on or anything trendy he posts. He's very known. He's like Teen Shade Room, basically.
I'm saying Trill Sammy, that was that era.
Yeah.
So I would be out there with them, sticking and moving. Chicago, LA, sticking and moving. But this was like when you were coming up, and I would always hear about you on Melrose and shit. And were you on Melrose at that time?
Downtown until like mid 2017, and then we went to Melrose.
Yeah. You were downtown at the time.
When it comes to Shawn Cotton, this dude that's interviewing basically Say Cheese, and it comes to No Jumper, Adam, the dude that's interviewing him, and then it comes to DJ Academics and the Shade Room, you rarely ever see them collab. So this is kind of big for them to collab with each other because there's always so much competition. So that's kind of crazy that Say Cheese or Shawn Cotton even linked with No Jumper, a.k.a. Adam. So it's pretty tough.
To my point, Roy Lee got jumped when I was in LA. And that's when he started going back and forth with Yella Beezy online.
Right.
And then that's when Roy Lee got shot. They said he was set up. Somebody was trying to pay him for a skit because he was a comedian.
Right, yeah.
And then he survived the shooting. He went to a club they had booked him at. And then he died because he had a, what them shits called? When the bullet blood clot.
Oh, really?
So
he died like weeks afterwards?
Yeah. But I'd never interviewed Roy Lee or anything on social media. So when Roy Lee died, that's when it went crazy. That's when Yella got shot. And then and then it makes me look bad because I'm interviewing both parties.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned from that. Like,
what I've personally learned with these blog pages, they're like the instigator, but what's going to happen is what's going to happen. They just make it easier for stuff to happen. Is it their fault? They're like the middleman. It ain't their fault, but it's their fault. But it's not, essentially. It's literally the two parties that are mad at each other.
Now, I'll never do a back and forth, let everybody tell their story because I'm not going to win. I'm going to be the loser of the situation.
Like me right now with like 4 Extras and King Pill going.
What Shawn Cotton is talking about right now is basically he'll get two people that may be beefing with each other. He lets them explain their side, and then he lets the other party explain their side. Usually in these debates, it's not even debates. In these situations, it's one-sided. Either your fans hear you and they don't feel the other side, or the fans hear the other person and they don't hear your side. So the mediator come in, which is Shawn Cotton, Say Cheese, Teen Shade Room, whatever, and basically gives the whole fan base on both parties both sides, so you can pick and choose way better. You know what I'm saying? And understand the situation a little bit better. But what he's saying, though, at the end of the day, when he does this, they don't even blame or pick a side. They end up just being mad at the mediator, which is him.
Back and forth. Like, it seems like good internet content, but then King Pill goes and shoots a video in his neighborhood. And then all of a sudden we're on the precipice of like anything could happen with this. Yeah. Like this could totally turn into a serious situation.
Somebody could die, somebody goes to jail, and then you're left here.
Yeah.
And then they're going to say, Adam 22, he's white, he doesn't care about.
And even if you believe in what you were doing and that you didn't cross any lines or whatever, it doesn't change the fact that it puts a big old stank on your brand.
Exactly.
Everybody just kind of associates it with that sort of content, and that could be a real brand risk.
Yeah, because like I have AAU basketball teams. Like I get back to the community, I deal with kids. Like you got their parents seeing this shit. Like your name's attached to it. Like, bro, I'm not a street guy at all. Like I don't even act like a street guy. I don't want nothing to do with the street. So, but just having that on your name is like, no, bro. Like these people wanted interviews. They wanted to let their name on the biggest platform in their area, and that was that. Somebody died. I'm you know, so it's just that's just what happened.
I mean, that's one weird thing about the streets and gangbanging is that nobody ever wants to blame the gangbangers.
Nobody.
But you as like a square that should know better, who's in the middle of it, that's an easy target to blame. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, I've always, you know, the G Money shit was real tough on me, and then like even Tech and Main Music, like they're at it right now. I'm not covering that. Yeah. Tech is my guy. Me and Main, that's my guy. So it's like I haven't posted none of that because if somebody dies, they're gonna say Cheese did it. So
correct.
It's just staying out of it.
It's wild though because it's like by doing that, by sitting it out, you're basically opening the door for all these other pages to just be like, well, we're gonna relentlessly document the fuck out of this. Like we made that decision when Draco the Ruler was beefing with everybody from Inglewood and all these Bloods in LA and stuff. We could have been doing daily, like breaking down the lyrics and like Draco said this and et cetera. And we kind of already sensed what this was like turning into. So we decided to like not treat it like content. A lot of other pages did. And then obviously it ended in a bad way.
But see, that's why for so long I tried to hide. For so long, people didn't know who ran Say Cheese. For so long, it was, they called me Say Cheese. I didn't have, that's why like now, like I'm about to start to like this, like, literally like in weeks, like to really like pump up the Shawn Cotton brand. But that's a reason why like I really like Academics has a brand, Adam 22 has a brand, Vlad has a brand. Apart from the No Jumpers, apart from them, like y'all have y'all personal brand. But for so long I tried to hide for so long. Bro, outside of Texas didn't know who ran Say Cheese.
But was that a thing for like safety reasons? Because you know, being a journalist, especially a black journalist, it's harder for us to do.
Yeah, bro. It was times I was breaking news hours before like niggas knew who was getting shot. Yeah. And it was easy for me to go to Chicago and not know my face. Like I was in Chicago crazy, but the casual fan wouldn't know. That's Say Cheese. They would just think I was the black guy with a camera. So that's what, when I was in Detroit, Dex Osama, like moving and grooving, like the Baltimores, the St. Louis, like it was easy for me to maneuver because I wasn't super Shawn Cotton brand. I wasn't putting that's why it throws me off when Cartel Bo said that, because I don't even speak on things. And
this was him drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just saying it so that he can clear it up later.
Bro, that's my guy. Like, that's my guy. Like, he just hit me up yesterday.
Yeah.
But I don't even, like, Real Tune has way more opinions than me. I'm not even opinionated. I'll post shit on Say Cheese and go about my way.
Because I was having that conversation with somebody that...
It's crazy because these blog pages, you don't even have to have a face these days. If you're good at networking and posting content that people want to see, you literally can blow up doing anything. You know what I'm saying? If you got the right content, you know what I'm saying? And like he even said, he didn't even want to show his face. Most people do, but the situation he was in where he was interviewing this party and this party, it was just getting him to where they just trying to blame him and then come after him. So I don't blame him staying hidden. And people respect you more when they don't know what you look like. It's like an illusion. And so like the fact that they can't see you spices up the narrative and makes them like you even more. So yeah, just keep continuing watching this video. It's almost over.
And I was like, if you want to know like what kind of person it takes to be a big name in rap media, you kind of need to be like controversial, loud, up in the mix. Because look at everybody who's killing it. Me, Joe, Vlad, Academics, like, etc. And I even used you as an example. I said, if anything, Shawn Cotton obviously has built something huge. It's great. It's powerful. But he would be a bigger name if he was in the shit.
Man,
yeah.
I'm telling you, I know so much shit. Bro, I know, bro, It's been a lot of bro, it's been a lot of times where gotten killed, shot, robbed, and I like, bro, people talk to me. Like, I really like, I be outside. I don't be in the clubs and the studios, but like people see me. Like, people talk to me. People call me. Like, when that shit happened with Sauce, I've been in Memphis. I knew, like, I was on the phone with his dad, like,
Really?
hours before it even hit the internet. I be knowing shit, bro. But it's like, I can't, me being black, me being outside, having to protect my brand.
So he basically saying there's certain situations that he can't even post about because he gonna get blamed for it. But it's like when you don't do that, these little smaller blogs and channels and pages and accounts, they come out of nowhere and just create their own scripting story. So the same result end up happening, but they don't get blamed. But as soon as he do it, since he mainstream with it, they blame him. So it kind of gets to a tricky situation where you got to pick and choose what you going to post. And like he says, he's knowing this stuff before it even hits the platform or any social media. But he got to decide, do he want to wait for everybody else to post, then talk about it, or not even talk about it at all?
Bro, it's times where I will send to a BZTV or and I hate saying littler platforms, but I will send to smaller platforms so they could break it, and then I'll post it because I don't need on my mental. Like, I don't need people coming after me.
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign.
Well, that concludes that interview. This is something I kind of already knew. I actually haven't watched Say Cheese page in a while, so I guess I'll go back on this page, see what it's like. I've been on T-Shay Rule, so we'll see what that's about. See if they posting similar stuff. But that'll conclude this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and catch me next.